Happy Monday, everyone. I wanted to get on here and say hi. I know we're not getting the face-to-face interaction that we normally would, so hopefully this can maybe help replace that a little bit. I know it's not the same, but might help get you outside of the four walls of your own house right now while we're under this stay-at-home order. I'll try and do these recordings a little more regularly now. I don't know if it'll be every day necessarily, but certainly at least 2 or 3 times a week probably. As you can see, I'm wearing my Laker shirt today, trying to go along with what the school was promoting on their Facebook page with the hashtag Show Your Spirit. So if you're doing that today, I know they were looking for people to share selfies on there. Today is Monday, and so we are going to be doing Scientific Literacy Monday with our assignment today. We're going to be focusing on what scientific literacy actually is. It's something we talked about earlier this year, but it's also something I think we can do a little refreshing on before we dive into things more specifically here in the coming weeks on Mondays. I want you to also hopefully reach out to your friends, make sure they're all getting on Google Classroom. I know we don't have a great way to interact, but I've been trying to send out and get in hold of everyone as much as I can with email and phone calls and Remind and Twitter and all that. If you know any of your friends who aren't on yet, make sure you share the information with them so they can get on here and keep up with everything. Finally then, before we left, I told you I'd try and keep you up to date on information related to the pandemic that we're undergoing right now. And on the state front, there are a few things you probably are already aware of, but I thought I would share just in case. Yesterday, our governor, Mike DeWine, did issue a stay-at-home order along with the Ohio Health Department. That basically means outside of essential things, you should be staying at home. There are some people who are still working, people who are stocking grocery stores and helping at checkouts, people who are in the healthcare business, all that kind of stuff. But outside of those things and things that you really need to do, you should be staying at home. You can still go outside for a walk and get some fresh air, stuff like that. But we just really want to be trying to practice that social distancing right now. Second, there's nothing official yet, but he did announce recently in one of his press conferences that he's going to be asking the legislature to pass something that would do away with the state testing for this year. There's nothing official on that front yet. That will take a little time to work its way through the legislature, but the governor is requesting that they make that attempt. Again, no details yet on what that would mean as far as your points for your end of course tests and all that kind of stuff. That's something that we'll all have to kind of wait and see. On the sports front, unfortunately, last I heard, I don't have any real updates for you. Things are still kind of in the same limbo with the winter sports tournaments delayed and the spring sports seasons delayed. OHSAA in their press conference said that they'll be evaluating that. It sounded like they might make a decision related to the winter sports tournaments and potentially officially canceling them versus continuing to postpone them soon. And then the spring sports probably will trend a little bit more with like the school closing and when they update that. On that front, that is the final thing I wanted to mention. There's nothing official yet about whether we're still just on the 3 weeks off or longer, but in the press conferences, they have been referencing that they'll be looking at that and to not be surprised if that would extend longer. So I don't know when we'll get any kind of official word about that, but that may be extending out a little further. So don't be surprised if we aren't back in the classroom in 2 weeks from today. I think that's all I've got for you. I hope you're doing well. Please reach out to me. I know this is a weird circumstance. If you want to talk about anything, whether it's school related or not, you can get me on email, on Remind, on Twitter, wherever. Just reach out, and I would be glad to talk with you and help you with whatever I can. Thanks, and have a good day.